Welcome back to the Leadership Momentum Sprint. I'm Isaac Wambua, and today we're building one more piece of your leadership foundation. Every day is another step toward clarity, confidence, and unstoppable momentum. Let's jump in.
Welcome to day 6 of the Leadership Momentum Sprint. Yesterday, we broke down the credibility triangle, which has competence on the top, has character, and then care. Today, you are going to take an honest look at where you actually stand on those three areas. Today is day 6. We are slowing down a little bit. We've been on it for 5 days now. Today is on a Saturday. Some of you might be like, hey, why do you look all casual? But hey, it's a Saturday. So it's going to be a short lesson on purpose because we've been building up on this, and I know for some of you it might be a lot of pressure to keep up with the lessons, but if you can stick with it for the next 24 days, then it's going to help you to build momentum, and come the new year or whichever season that you are watching this training, you'll be able to build momentum and do well in your leadership. So here is the truth. Credibility is not built on your title. Whether you're a supervisor, a manager, an executive, or business owner, that's not what builds your credibility. It's built on your behavior. People don't follow leaders who talk a lot or who seem to know it all. They follow leaders they trust. And trust grows when your competence is consistent, when your character is steady, and when your care is genuine. And from my observation, most of the managers don't lose influence because of major failures. They lose influence through small credibility leaks like missed follow ups, vague communication, emotional inconsistency, taking on too much and not delivering on what they promised. And what I know is that one leak may seem small, but credibility is cumulative. It builds slowly and it breaks very, very quickly. So today, like I said, you're going to slow down and rate yourself in each area of credibility, character, competence, and care. You're going to evaluate your leadership credibility, which is based on those three things: competence, character, and care. And that's the triangle that we went through yesterday. And just to refresh your memory, competence is all about you being able to do the job well. So that's the first thing that you need to have in place for you to build your credibility, or at least to enhance that. And then character is all about doing what you said you're going to do. It has an aspect of integrity, follow through, and all those good things put together. It's all about the support you give your team fairly and objectively. And we established yesterday, being fair is being able to treat people not the same, but it's being able to customize people's support and attention that you're giving them based on their skill level, based on their personality, based on how much help they need to get the job done, because we are all different. So, why does credibility matter to you? Number one, influence is built on trust, not title. If you go back to lesson number 1 and 2, we talked about the sphere of influence. You're being able to influence up, and those are your leaders, people that give you expectations, or your bosses. You should be able to influence right across. And those are your peers or the people you're going to collaborate with. And then influencing down, that's your team or the people that you've been tasked with directing. Number two, credibility matters because small credibility leaks, like I said, create major leadership challenges. There is a book I've quoted several times, and that's the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. And law number 6 is called the Law of Solid Ground. And it says, trust is the foundation of leadership, and trust is built. It takes a while to build trust. But the moment you lose it, or at least it gets eroded, it's hard for you to build it back up, especially if you lost it from the same people and now you're trying to build it. If it was out of carelessness or not seeming like you care, people become skeptical. They become a little jaded, and it's going to be a little bit harder for you to rebuild that trust. So, why not build your credibility right now and maintain it? Because that's what great leaders do. The number 3 reason why credibility matters is because teams follow leaders whose behavior is consistent and reliable. And that's key, being consistent and being reliable. One of the things I've observed and experienced too is that when leaders not, so to say, predictable, if you don't know the kind of leader you're going to get today, then people usually stress out. They try to guess. And if they cannot figure it out, they try to fill in the gaps. And most of the times, they fill in the gaps with negative stuff. There's no possible way for you to be the same every single day, but there's some key things that need to stay consistent. And these are the minimum requirements. That's what I call them for myself. Number one, I wake up every single day ready to add value to my team members and knowing that problems are going to land on my desk or my inbox. And it's not fair for me to just whine and complain about it or to point fingers at anyone. If something is not working, then we get together and we resolve the problem together. And even if my team members are not able to help, then at the end of the day, I'm responsible because it's my company. Like I said, this is going to be a very short lesson. And your focus today is to rate yourself in competence, character, and care. Identify your strongest pillar of those three, and then identify your most important growth opportunity. And in this case, which area are you weak that you need to work on? And then number three, choose one credibility habit to strengthen this week. We went a little deeper yesterday on this subject of credibility. So if you need to go back and review day five's lesson, then that's going to be helpful. So as always, I have a worksheet for you. So let's go through it real quick. Section number one is for you to rate yourself on competence. What's your skill level? What's your execution level? And what's your preparation level? How skilled are you? How well do you do in execution? And how well do you do in preparation? The next thing is character. Do you have integrity to the level you want to be at? Do you practice follow through and consistency? Section number two is what behaviors support your highest score. So if you go back to either competence, character, and care, whichever that you pick, you're doing well. Then what behaviors or activities or habits are supporting that? And the reason you need to identify those is because you need to continue doing those and doubling down on those so you can continue doing well. Section number three, where is your lowest score and why? Again, you look at those three pillars: character, competence. Competence, character, care. Which one did you score the lowest and why? Think in terms of patterns, not moments. If it's happening every single week, that's a pattern, and you may need to find a way to break it. Section number four, what habit would improve this score the most? There's always one thing that's usually more like a big lever. If you pull that lever, what's going to give you the biggest leverage? What's going to help you experience the highest level of improvement? So choose one habit to strengthen and you run with it. That's it for this lesson. As always, I really appreciate you for being a part of this training. We are on day six. We're going to do another training tomorrow, day seven, and we're going to continue doing that all the way until we hit all the 30 lessons that I have prepared for you. Keep on helping people, keep on adding value, and getting ready for a very good season in your leadership journey. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next lesson.